Alright, we'll be starting the race in just a few seconds here, and by a few seconds, I mean closer to half a minute, due to stream delay. But as the last match, we are using the tournament flag set, after first, Aria random, boss shuffle. Last seed, we saw a final sword in the shop for very cheap, as well as some pretty cheap ramen, which Lunix took great advantage of to take a victory over Chaos. This seed, any predictions on what we're going to see in the shop here, Sinister?
I don't know how I feel about the shop, but if we're looking to make them suffer, hey, give me a handgun.
Oh god. Handgun for like 500, so the runners are forced to pick it up. It's a better weapon, but it's not like a good weapon.
Oh, it's a horrible weapon. Without question.
It actually has a tag in the code that makes it deal half damage. Just because. Ooh, super potions for 70,000. We are seeing Dryad's pretty good soul. Gladiator's decent. But not a lot of good gear there. The whip sword is okay, but a bit too expensive. So Lunix, I think, chose to grab nothing. Derxu sold his gear and bought the Gladius there. Pretty good straight sword.
Yeah, pretty decent straight sword. It has a little bit more reach. So right now, with all points considering, Derxu is going to be getting a little bit more offensive prowess here. What's the red soul they picked up? Their initial red soul?
I don't know if we've seen it yet. It is Merman. It's Merman.
Oh, Merman. Not bad.
So, very bad.
To start off, it's bad.
I don't think it does damage to, like, most things. If you're farther than, like, half a screen. It just doesn't have a hitbox most of the time, I find. It is pretty early Malphus. We could see the runners. Never mind. There's a check here in this Axe Armory that you can grab with Malphus. So with early Malphus, it's an option to grab. But it looks like both runners are skipping that.
Ooh, what did Derxu get?
A Gladiator and a Gladius. So a lot better damage.
Yeah, much better in damage with the Gladiator.
There's that Panther. Lunix skipping the flying armor check again. Probably won't come back to bite him, but you never know.
Hey, we've seen the flying armor checks get absolutely nutty.
The Dirk's headed this way and using that early Malphus to go to Floating Garden Undine skip.
Meanwhile, Lunix with Kicker and Book 3.
Oh, very early. And Undine.
Ooh, an Undyne right out the rip too. This is going to be a bit of a problem here, because if Derxu doesn't come back, he's going to miss out on that Book 3.
And Book 2.
And Book
wow,
2.
What is this corridors? Very interesting seed here.
We have an inner quarters scene opening right here. And there's a flying armor, but more importantly, Lunix got the value. And Chapel.
That could be a pretty good area with Malphus. Oh, Derxu's heading the other way. Might head to the warp and back to corridors, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a play.
Great armor from Valkyrie and Keeping Eye from Winged Skeleton. If someone wants to write that down.
Lunix got Garden.
Well, that's a pretty good area. I believe that's also pretty close by. So while it's a bit out of the way just due to being in corridors, it won't be too bad to get back to. Not like it's in say Reservoir.
Or in Cemetery.
Ooh,
Derxu with a Skula though.
Yeah. There is a dupe Skula, so it's not that important that you find Skula early. But that said dupe Skula can be placed in some weird locations. Especially if we see like early flight, you could end up with Skula in top floor.
You never see it. Like a tall for Lunix.
Yeah, Lunix, pretty good weapon. Double hits, definitely better than the knife he's been using right now. Has is that Arachne soul that he picked up at some point. Yeah,
himself a
Derxu.
scarf.
Yeah, not very good. Derxu finishing off Manticore and gonna head up with Panther and double jump to get these checks. And just barely clip over these edges.
Bomber armor.
Yeah, that motion. It's quite nice. Just a good bit of healing there.
Not too shabby.
And Derxu does not have a lot of MP right now. Ooh. With Kicker. With Kicker, Lunix can do this check, using Arachne to break that ceiling. And then climbing up those candles. Ooh, Levitating for his troubles.
Ooh, that is really, really nice.
Weapon problem solved. That'll carry him through the rest of the game, yeah. Killing a Manticore just for fun. Oh? Oh?
Hippogriff.
Early flight.
Oh. Derxu got a lot of checks he can be doing now.
Doesn't have the same sheer variety of progression that Lunix found doing upper corridors, but that Hippogriff a bit earlier than Lunix is going to get it allows him to do basically everything in the game now. Hippogriff and Skula.
Ninja suit. That's better defense.
Well, since we're also seeing that Lunix is not heading back through corridors, he's heading to the other side. So until he finds a warp in, like, Clock Tower, he's not going to be seeing those checks. And that Hippogriff. Lunix better not die to rock armor. He's too good at the game.
Well, the thing is, right now at Lunix, top 4 for Derxu, he's going to probably take a jump in there.
I gotta see the other side at least. And then you make the decision of what you want to do.
Skeleton Blaze. What was in the back of that waterfall?
A rehab sword, I want to say. I think it's a bit of a better weapon here. Nice curry there. Plus 800. Very good healing.
Yeah, it's basically a full heal at this point. Getting found Clock Tower.
There is a warp here, but Lunix doesn't have Skula yet, so he's not going to be able to access that. He's going to have to head out the other end of Clock Tower and hope that is a warp. But
Now, mind you, if this is one of his shop upgrades, I see him going back down and going to get a shop. Now what do you want to say?
So now Lunix is probably hoping... might choose to do it, actually. Probably hoping that right side Clock Tower is something more like one of the reservoirs. Ooh, Galamoth for Derxu as well. Very unorthodox route, but it might be paying off. A lot of early progression here.
Yeah, with Hippogriff, he's already getting a lot of value right now. So that being the case right now, Lunix has got to take on this Legion fight, and Derxu is going to continue routing this out.
Yeah, it looks like Lunix is doing a bit of a strat here, where he's trying to go around faster than Legion can, to lure him back down to the bottom, which lets you to skip the longer climbing sections. It goes even faster if you have, say, Hippogriff, but even without that, it just lets you get in a bit more damage by running to the other side.
That's true, but he's got to be careful on his health, though. Meanwhile, Derxu got a black belt. He's currently inside Eastern Reservoir right now.
Not a whole lot we've seen from this area. It did have Red Book last race, so let's see. We don't know the souls in the books yet. We do know 2 of them. But do I remember the 2 of them? No, I don't. We have Blue Book and Yellow Book.
Yeah, they were early in quarters, and I don't think Lunix bothered. Gravekeeper! There's his backdash.
Fighting Legion was a mistake, you think? Probably, yeah. Even with Levitain, it's still going to be a very slow fight.
That's a Triton that you was talking about.
Good strength boost right there for Derxu.
Yeah, in addition to that, though Lunix is taking a slower fight, he's gonna have to do some things. Just to recap, since I wasn't around for the first match, who's currently up?
Lunix is up a point.
Say that again. I didn't get there.
Lunix is up a match.
So Lunix has a match to give right now. Great armor from Valkyrie, from what I've seen.
Yeah. And then the yellow soul drops from Winged Skeleton.
And what was the yellow? Yellow?
Ooh, that's unlucky. Normally the bodies that Legion drops can't walk up those stairs. But if they're dropped onto the stairs, then they can. And that's what just happened to Lunix there, taking a death on Legion. After so long, too. It's a lot of time lost.
Yeah, he's hoping to find the red book here. Because if he doesn't get a red book on the way, this might not be a very fruitful endeavor. Kaiser Knuckle.
And the question is which one of these routes is going to pay off. Derxu skipped all that upper corridors but ended up with Hippogriff. Lunix, meanwhile, got all that progression like Undine, Slide, but is missing Flight, of all things. Flight and Skula.
So right now, Derxu is going back to Mina to get a heal and going back to Hammer.
It might take a... Let's see if there's any healing in that shop. I know there's super potions. Study's a pretty good area for Lunix here. With Slide, he'll be able to get out the other side. And he's already seen Legion, so this boss shouldn't be a trouble.
While during our run around with Lunix, Derxu got himself a Varja.
That was pretty good. In lieu of that Levitain that Lunix has, it's probably the best weapon we've seen so far. Straight sword, multi-hits, lightning. We gotta see another rare ring. Lunix, again, does not put it on, I don't believe.
So right now, Derxu is going to be looking to get out of here and do something else.
Yeah, probably waterfall checks now. We've seen this earlier, but didn't want to do it since he wouldn't be able to return back to the waterfall. Not doing those checks on the right, though. Not quite sure what that's about.
Wondering if things are just not the way he wants to be playing right now.
Could be. Could have forgotten them.
Got himself a katana, which is not bad.
Pretty bad. It's worse than the Jaya, at least.
Yeah, worse than the Varja, but better than some of the other weapons they started with so far. It might sell for a pretty penny.
With the random sell prices, pretty much every item can be worth picking up, and you never know.
Ooh, Kaignazo giving him a curse.
Yeah, this room's always a pain. You take that curse, you lose all your MP. Not a lot of health here either, but it makes it to the save room.
Makes it just in time. Meanwhile, Lunix is going in, Blue Soul, Giant Bat, there's his flight.
Another way. Wow, that's the same spot as last siege, I believe. A giant bat in the backdash room.
Oh, the Balor fight though.
Well, it's gonna be really good, actually. Levitain deals enough damage to make this go very fast, and this will get him the XP that he missed out by dying to Legion.
Makes sense.
Oh, he did equip Rare Ring, and then unequipped it for the boss.
Right now, he's doing pretty good damage right now to Balor.
Derxu heads out the left side of the reservoir, finds corridors yet again. This does bring him very close to upper corridors, so we might see him heading for those 2 books that we've seen already.
Indeed. Yep, he's heading in that direction now. Now he realized that it should be now the time to do what he
Just kidding. He's going for the school check.
Oh, this is not good.
Well, I'll head up there eventually. There's so many exits up there that you basically have to head up, especially with this being forbidden.
Ooh.
Sometimes I feel like forbidden shows up here so often it's almost always worth it to just save at that save point right there. It's 2 right exits. Chances are good that one of them is forbidden.
Gremlin from Linux. Another round of quarters, but now the other end.
This is a good area connection. He does have Galamoth, so he can do Galamoth, plus there's a save point here, so he can save split forbidden if he so wishes to.
That is true. Never count out Galamoth. And he heard as if he was hearing me.
Well, that's the other side of Chapel for Linux.
Linux should be getting... Linux is... Oh, the red bug on Galamoth! Arachnid! Lightning Doll.
I know Linux has that. I don't know if Derxu does as well. But that is all 3 books we've seen. And Derxu should find those other 2 basically whenever he goes corridors next.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll put him in a very strong position.
Dance Hall. That is big gold. Really good damage.
Fast fight with those multi-hits.
Tower of Storms. Is it going to be Hype Tower today, or will it be Tripe Tower today? Place your bets. Arm of Ice, Blue Soul, Beer. I don't know about that. Meanwhile, Linux is still messing around in Chapel.
All those checks. Looks like Derx is headed back to Forbidden. Might be doing those checks now to save split this.
School checks, here we go. Be interesting if something's in here. Because there's still a couple there's dupes that we can still find. Yellow. Peep an eye.
It might be Bill Soul, actually.
Is that the required soul? Chat. Does anyone remember what Linux's yellow book was?
He's keeping eyes yellow? Yeah. Boost girl. Yeah, so that does give. That is one of the 3 for Derxu. Just needs to not die here.
Satans! And Linux will get his Skula. He'll eventually get his Hippogriff, I think, from here too. Oh, he exited out of the, Oh, he didn't do that. This can be ugly.
As long as he keeps notes on where that soul is, he'll be able to return there once he finds Yellow Book.
Alright, Lunix is gonna have to fight his way out over here.
I don't quite know what the other exit on right side quarters is. Quarters. We might see Linux head that way, or we're just gonna see the runners trade. Oh, great armor actually. That random drop from Valkyrie.
That's required. That's blue book.
No algorithm. He doesn't have Yellow Book. Yellow Book is at the top of corridors, which he has not done yet.
Yeah, and Lunix doesn't have Galamoth, so he cannot get his red book yet. But he'll know that once he gets his red book, he actually has that soul Arachne already. And this is a lower bracket match too, so loser here will be watching from the sideline as winner continues on in the loser side. And our tracker right now has informed us that the drop on the peeping eye is on the winged skeleton.
Also a pretty doable farm there.
Very doable. And Derxu is actually going to finally get his books.
This is good for Derxu. He's so close to Forbidden as well. He can just head right back there after he gets yellow if he so pleases. So that's where Kicker was.
Yeah, Kicker was right there. That was fairly early.
So he's like, I recognize that name. Get a reset out of it. Just making sure he knows what his soul progress is there.
He doesn't have peeping eye yet, does he?
No, it was in Forbidden. It's great armor, Valkyrie.
Alright, so Derxu actually has information. Problem is, he orphaned the peeping eye.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to go back into Forbidden to go grab it.
Lunix, meanwhile, found the other end of Forbidden, but it's a dead end right now. Hasn't opened that door yet, so gonna have to head out through the other side of quarters.
Indeed, and Zero Death is saying, oh no, Derxu is missing peeping eye because he orphaned it. Yeah, he did. He reset it and orphaned it.
And gardens. Yeah.
We saw this on the Lunix side already.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot. Well, I could see Lunix headed towards that Forbidden. Yeah, right here, actually. So he's going to be able to get his own peeping eye if he chooses to go through here.
That'd be a very good play right about now, too. Yep, he's gonna go grab it right now.
And that's the red soul for Derxu as well.
Yeah, Derxu got his he can technically finish this now if he can get back his if he can go grab his, he has to do a quick farm, but if he can go back and get his peeping eye, he'd be good to go.
Yep.
Yeah, Lunix is not gonna exit out of here. He's gonna go down further, get his Satan's ring, get his Satans, and be ready to go. So right now, we're in no mode right now, and Derxu is... Ooh.
Yo, is that the Ripper farm with a rare ring? The Ripper
Apparently.
farm with Soul Eater ring? Got a strawberry for the drop. Not bad, pretty good healing there.
Not bad.
Chewie is absolutely rioting right now. Cheering.
Getting a lot of value out of those Rippers. And killing Kaignazos as well, so...
Not a lot of health, so it's pretty easy to kill them. And it's definitely worth it to not get cursed. Lets you get out of this area a lot faster if you still have MP for Panther.
Indeed. This is undone. So now we don't have a rush soul yet either.
But I think we've already seen everything we need. I mean, it's possible that Great Armor could be behind Waterfall in, like, Cemetery. But with what they have, they can go finish the game right now. Farm Valkyrie for that.
That's what I'm thinking.
Soul.
Right now, Hippogriff and Galamoth is missing though from for Lunix. So the longer it's gonna take him to get his Hippogriff and his Galamoth, the more likely that this will be going to a game 3. There's that.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's Smile. So that's pretty unlucky. Forgetting things like this can be very devastating.
Creek and Skull, that's pretty good. Ooh, Dance Hall coming up. Bone Pillar, not what he wanted to see.
Yep, takes that save split.
Yeah, it doesn't look. It doesn't look. It looks like Derxu does not remember that, or he's actually willingly just orphaning checks right now.
Really, Mantle's nice though. Could get a quick XP farm on some red Minotaurs up in top floor.
Could really be good.
Ooh, ring ring. Very nice accessory there. Though, no rush soul to use it with, so...
And a Balor from the Minotaur. And it looks like Derxu finally got his Levitain as well, so he got firepower. And Lunix gets a handgun.
Good call it.
Ooh, the death fight. This is a shop upgrade.
Yeah, unlike last season where they had Final Sword from the start, there are a lot of weapons that are better than Levitain. Well, maybe not a lot of weapons that are better than Levitain, but a decent few that are better than Levitain in circumstances. So, we could see, yeah, Flame, Final Excalibur, stuff like that. We could see one of those in here. You know, hope for some good armor like Demon's Mail.
Swing, bada, bada, bada. And it looks like Death being a little bit obnoxious right now, but other than that, looking pretty... Oh, he stood still.
Moving by Linux without Devil Ring. And an Iron Golem. Very nice.
That being said, right now, he has a shop upgrade now. So, while Lunix has not got his Hippogriff yet, and he's going to be wasting precious MP, Derxu has not found that, and will probably not need it for the remainder of the season.
Getting back dash through the wall.
And there he goes.
Now for Derxu, what he wants is to find both of these required souls in the shop. Get super lucky.
Oh, wait a minute now. This might have been a mistake for Derxu for that great armor. There was one right on the upper end of the waterfall. There's a Rush Soul and Curly here, the weakest of the three.
That's some pretty expensive healing there. Like the cheapest might be 28k.
Algorithm is saying that there's a Manticore on sale. Did Derxu see it? It's more along the lines of did Derxu see it? Because Lunix did not get the shop upgrade yet. He has not found Death, and none of them have found Headhunter yet. So. Tsuchinoko. And Lunix has finally made it to top floor. And a cemetery. There's not a whole lot that we need to find in cemetery right now.
And yeah, we've seen all the soul canisters. Derxu just forgot.
Ooh, a Death Sickle.
Because Peeping Eye is the one that he really needs right now. But because Derxu doesn't remember that that's in Forbidden. And he may have skipped Great Armor, so that's easily farmable.
Yeah, Lunix has 2 copies of it. Ooh, quick kill on the second phase of Headhunter. This is another shop upgrade too. This is gonna be for affordable healing.
Mm. Which books is Lunix missing? Just Red Book, I believe.
Pitch black suit. Kainazos.
Those Hippo finally.
Tear of Blood, not bad, but not once we saw Satan's Ring, that's
Oh, we're always going off. If Smile remembers.
Ancient Belt. Gallimore. Oh! Yeah, Derxu's gonna have to be a little bit more careful in the Ripper Room.
Look at close there.
Yeah, Lunix is missing nothing. He just needs to get knowledge at the red book, and that's locked behind Gallimore, which is up on top floor.
Found top floor.
He found top floor, but he noped out of there.
Well, he can head back right now. Might just say, yeah. So, he's gonna clear this and get Gallimore, and this question, is he gonna head back and grab that red book behind Gallimore? Or leave for later?
Oh, he does have Hippogriff now, so he can do things.
They do things faster.
Yeah, and Derxu right now needs to get back to getting that. He needs to get back and get that Peeping Eye. Not what he's looking for. That's Gallimore. So now, yeah, Lunix is in a very good position right now. So the longer Derxu continues to not do a thing, the more likely that Lunix is going to realize that he's going to go to Gallimore and he's going to go get it.
Well, that's interesting. He just saved here. He could be doing some save split strats on top floor. If you think you have a number of the souls, like 2 of them, and a lot of the remaining color, you can save top floor, and then just start clearing areas to try and find that book. The moment you do, you see if you have the soul, and just reset back to top floor, where you can do Graham.
That seems like the play. Meanwhile, Derxu doesn't remember where Peeping Eye is at, and doesn't know that Great Armor is locked behind either Valkyrie or back at the waterfall. And there is no dupe soul, so Derxu is really going to be behind the 8 ball once Lunix figures out what he needs.
Freaking audio dead, I guess. That's interesting. Both players still have audio. I lied. That's not true. Derxu still has audio.
There we go. Oh, apparently imps are dropping random Rahabs today.
Huh. That's interesting.
And Lunix will get his Triton. Derxu finds the arena, not where he wants to be right now. So that being the case right now, Up, Skull-million, and he's gonna go up higher. And he's gonna just find himself an elven robe.
Pretty good boost though, but everything that he's doing that's not going back to Forbidden is just a diversion, really.
Right now, he does not need to be making any mistakes like this. And right now, Lunix is not going back to inner quarters yet. Though he has a game to give, he has the means now to check inner quarters. Because he does have that, Galamoth. So...
That's just always the question of whether it's worth it to go. Because sure, you have the warp there, but you still have to run all the way there, across quarters, and if there's nothing, you have to run all the way back and it's saved somewhere. So the gamble, is it more worth it to go check some more areas, do those higher density checks, or head on back? That's why a lot of runners like to only do inner quarters if they have Galamoth already. Saves them the hassle.
Yeah, Lunix is probably not thinking about that Galamoth check yet, so it's probably not in his mind, knowing that we know that the red book's there.
Yo, Death's Robe. Very nice.
Very nice pickup. Now let's see if Derxu can get out of there with Death's Robe. Ooh. He's out of the worst room in the game. He's gonna probably continue going solid. Oh, that was a rough.
More like a best gear in general. Without that, behind Waterfall, yeah. Without Bat, Derxu was forced to do the DDR puzzles, if you can call them that.
Dance Dance Revolution. Shame.
And not gonna lie, when I first replayed this game, I actually forgot how to do this room and had to look it up.
Yeah, honestly, ever since I've learned Bat through it, I forgot how to do this room. Coma. Using kicker strats and big armor, great armor.
Could be a pretty quick fight. Yep. Poison Fist, not a bad weapon, but Levitain has similar damage and better range, so probably gonna stick to that for the rest of the season.
Well, he's barring a trip to Hammer, because he did beat a Headhunter. Remember that.
Well, barring like claim final, I doubt we're gonna see a change in weaponry.
And Lunix is back in Dance Hall.
Levitain's Spinal Chaos 4 algorithm. It does enough damage that you can get it up to like 20-30 with 3 eyes down. Especially when you're at a higher level, which both runners are.
Indeed.
Farming Winged Skeleton for that Peeping Eye Soul. At this point, it's a pretty good play. Double checking to make sure it's the right enemy. There it is.
He was farming he was farming Peeping Eye.
If that's the last soul, if Derxu has great armor already, that could help.
I don't think he got great armor yet. Remember,
He's gonna go farm it right now.
Yep, he's gonna go farm it now. Lunix farmed it out and then found one in the upper end of Waterfall.
I think Lunix got that as an unintended random drop, actually.
Yeah, Lunix got it as an accidental soul drop.
Imagine farming for required souls.
funny thing is that with the Valkyries, their attack patterns are similar to the red Arimers from Ghosts and Goblins past.
I'll take your word for it.
Valkyries plus Persephone trying to kick you with those heels. Yeah, not something that you want to be having.
That's pretty quick when you scale up. Well, the moment I start complaining about the farm and Derxu gets the soul, I think that does put him in go mode now.
Lunix, hold on. Lunix might have gotten his red soul, got the red book, and he's already up there.
Oh, yet another very close race.
Yeah, no sooner that we turn our attention to Derxu, Lunix gets the keys to the castle, and he's in the fight.
Hopefully Derxu has a bit of healing this time, as that was really his downfall last seed.
And the benefit that Derxu have over Lunix is that Lunix hasn't gotten any of the shop bosses done, so healing is kind of limited.
The super potions were like 70,000, I believe. And Lunix still bought a couple.
Indeed.
Yeah, keeping a great armor. Lunix? Lunix, no.
No.
Lunix, no.
No. Lunix, what are you doing?
Well, that's awkward.
Oh, Lunix just lost this race.
Maybe not. We've seen that Derxu can struggle on Chaos. Yeah, Smile. We thought Lunix had Red Book, but it looks like he's guessing actually. He just put on the wrong soul. He had Arachne equipped, but threw on Killer Mantle as his guess. And he's off to guess as Derxu gets on to Grand 3.
The minute Lunix realizes that he had the right soul and he took a gamble and missed, oh, he's gonna be kicking himself because he could have actually put this away. So right now, all Derxu has to do is not get murked on the last 3 fights, and he's good.
That's a good bit of healing there. He'll definitely be fine for Julius, at least. Just a bit of a question how much he takes on Julius, and if he has enough left for Chaos.
That is true. Remember, he does have a Death Sickle, though not the greatest weapon for Julius. Oh, a Gunmere. That's a weapon for Julius.
That Soul Eater ring behind Graham. It's like nice soul farms you got there. Bet you wish you had this.
So right now, Derxu is gonna have a substantial lead because Lunix took a guess and now it's spooked.
Random Park Demon.
Lunix has everything he needs to be Chaos. He just doesn't have doesn't have the book knowledge. And Derxu's gonna go to Gardens knowing where it's at, and with not a single thing left to do, he just needs to beat the last 2 bosses of the game.
This isn't Gardens. This is Inner Quarters, I believe.
But I think he knows where to go from here, though. Not unless he forgot where Gardens is at, and in that case, ugh.
I think Gardens was in Corridors, I want to say.
Yeah, there was Gardens and Corridors. But I think he might have found another exit.
Lunix is here. He could go for Galmoth right now.
And he's gonna realize that red book, and he's probably gonna think to himself, how long did Derxu have this knowledge?
Well, race isn't over yet. Especially if Derxu is forgetting where Gardens is, giving Lunix a bit of a chance to catch up. And as always, the final tested skill is Chaos.
Skill checks that it is Chaos. Yep, he's now kicking himself.
He's resetting. I think he saved. I want to say he saved top floor. Alright, that's really good for Lunix. He's the boss behind, but he didn't have to backtrack at all to get to Graham.
Indeed, now he's gotta do it again. Algorithm said that, Lunix got to give up that mana prism. So, yeah, it's gonna be a thing.
Oh, there's a Calibug in this seed.
And, well,
Apparently.
apparently we missed it. That's a good weapon for Julius.
Question: where did it come from?
Where was that Calibug? Yeah, that is a good question.
Yo, that Skyfish for a massive 5 more damage?
Wait, he equipped Skyfish?
Yeah. Look at that. From 68 to 73. Or maybe that's not... Is that great? That's... Sorry, that is great armor. That is the worst blue soul in the game.
And he's out there doing things with it. Right now, though, his Julius fight has not been the cleanest right now, so... Sure, a Senku by Julius.
I'm waiting for the Hikari Ai. That's the best attack.
Ooh,
and we all know it.
Yeah, that whip hit him again. So in phase 1, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know about Julius, Julius will flinch every 4th hit. But once he gets done with Grand Cross in phase 2, it's going to be easier to hit him constantly, but he will not be flinching. Plus he adds all the sub-weapons from all the Belmonts that he can possibly get his hands on. I.e., there'll be Holy Water, there'll be Axes, and there'll be Crosses. And speaking of Crosses, here's Grand Cross.
I'm almost done with Graham. Just needs to remember where Gardens is. Here goes Julius Derxu on to Chaotic Realm. A lot of healing used, but hopefully he still has enough left for this Chaos fight. Might see him do these chaotic checks though. Hope for that claim. Hope for that rush soul, Manticore. That was pretty good. That's core damage. Shopping Tsuchinoko, nice. And Lunix into Gardens. Did not forget the way. So he can head straight onto this fight. Derxu had a lot of healing. Lunix, on the other hand, I don't believe he had that much comparatively. Plus he had the much worse shop, only having supers for his healing there. So gonna have to play a bit conservative here. Gargoyle for Derxu there. Not really what you need to see in the end of Chaotic Realm. I don't know if there's anything that petrifies you here.
Yeah,
So.
there's really no. There should be anything that petrifies. Also, any good items? My internet decided to act up.
Nope. There's a devil. That was the first check, but nothing past that.
He got himself a decent rush soul now. And here we go. Chaos round 1.
It'll be interesting to see what weapon he uses. I'm thinking Levitate, because even though it has a bit worse damage than, say, Gungnir, it's a light weapon. And we've already seen that Derxu has a bit of trouble with the heavy weapon dodges on Chaos 1. So Levitate will serve quite well for these clean dodges.
Yeah, he's gonna have a bit of an easier time using a lighter weapon as such. But he's gonna have to keep an eye. He's gonna have to keep an eye, his eyes peeled. Yellow Soul's not only draining his health, but offering enhanced tracking as well for blue and red souls as well.
I don't actually know if it does that. I think the blue soul just tracks to where you are. I don't know if anyone's ever tested it.
I have been doing a little bit of testing of that Chaos 1 fight, and it seems like there's a little bit of a better tracking with that Yellow Soul still out, but that's the thing.
Alright, how do we look into it?
Yeah, I still need more. I still need to test more about that, but I'm pretty sure there's enhanced tracking with that Yellow Soul still out, but...
Interesting. Now, do the Yellow Medusa heads actually spawn in that clock tower room? I have never seen an enemy in that room. Clean double hits here on that top eye.
Yeah, looking pretty good on. Yeah, looking pretty good on top eye right now.
Gonna be able to take it down pretty quickly. And Lunix finishes Julius headed into Chaotic Realm. If Derxu takes the death here, that'll put them pretty much neck and neck, especially if it's a later death in this fight.
Yeah, a mistake at this point for Derxu, and oh, hold on. Lunix doesn't need to be getting killed over here either.
Yeah. The first part of Chaos is a lot easier. You can take maybe 2 hits in the entire thing. It's really just the giant skeleton you need to watch out for, and like we just saw that you can get through that without taking a single hit. Ooh. Knocked into that orb. Not a lot of healing left, honestly. Might want to heal right now, actually. I think Derxu's one shot.
From Mr. Bone Snake over there?
Ooh, yeah, only a super potion left. Yeah, I think you gotta use that there.
Oh, this is gonna be a major problem here. You cannot afford another hit. Another bad hit, at least.
Some good double damage helping here. But just not the healing he needs. I think he can take 4 hits and then he's dead. So just gotta dodge these orbs, not get comboed. Gonna be a very stressful fight here.
Yeah, he got 3 eyes destroyed. It might be safer for him to get that 4th eye so he can deal more damage.
I think 3 eyes is more worth here. It's just a bit dangerous to go for that 4th when you're already hitting 20s. I'm curious though if Derxu actually has Triton equipped right now. Nice, good fight. Man, just not take another hit there.
Get your GGs in chat. He makes it out of this fight. So he ties it up 1 apiece.
Very nice. Well, we won't be seeing the 3rd match of the set, the 3rd game of the set, until tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow at 3 p.m. EDT. Welcome in, Derxu. Hello.
Yo, hello.
Hey.
We're so worried. You know, we were so worried that seed after you didn't head back for Peeping Eye. I think you forgot it in Forbidden, but you got those farms.
It wasn't
so
Forbidden, right? Was it the first or the second check in Forbidden? I can't remember.
First check in Forbidden,
right.
and Satan's was in the second.
Right. Yeah, I remember leaving Buer in Stormy Tower behind, but that I did not remember. I completely forgot. I was like, oh shit! I know I had this one, but well, it was an easy farm then. Well, a lucky farm rather.
Speaking of souls you forgot, Great Armor was the Flesh Golem room at Waterfall.
I forgot that room. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
in the first race, after I died in arena, I also forgot something. That stupid yellow soul. I could just not remember. I remembered after I did the whole loop around through Forbidden and something. Yeah, and then oh right, I had this one.
they've made it
Oh,
all the way to Galamoth, ready to grab the book again.
uh, did Galamoth had the yellow book? I think it did the blue book, right?
And Seed 1 it had Yellow Book, I believe.
Oh
This
really? Yeah. Dang
and
it.
this
I don't. That
and
was an hour ago, man.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. So was
this
so
seed
awful.
this seed had the red book, and that was your saving grace. Lunix went into the grand fight and had the right soul equipped, but he
Oh
didn't have the
no.
red book. He didn't have the red book, so he took a gamble and lost the gamble.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. He
That
had
sucks.
Galamoth for a while, but it took him a couple more areas. I think he cleared out the bottom of Dance Hall before he went to grab that.
Hmm. Is it
But some
just me
very
or does Galamoth always have something? Like
huh,
even a
Never
book,
did.
even,
it's
either a
just you.
book or a soul, right?
I mean,
Okay.
it always has 2 items in it, you know.
Yeah. Well, okay. It's like for me, it's always something. Like even either a book, a soul that's needed, a very good soul, a very good weapon, like something you can actually use. So I
Yeah,
really
a lot
like
of the
it.
time
Like,
it's very good. I find that it starts out good and then just gets worse the more you check it.
oh well.
Never
Some very
doubt.
close races tonight. I think you've both been in chaos at more or less a couple minutes apart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right now Lunix is wrapping up his chaos fight. He had a lot more healing too.
I was really short on healing in both seeds. During this seed, I thought yeah, well, healing is not that bad this time, but I ran out really quickly, and well, it worked out. But
Actually, that first seed, did you remember that there were ramen in the shop for 14k?
oh really? No, I did
Yeah.
not. Okay.
Get your GGs for Lunix.
GG.
He has finished his race. So right now, it looks like Game 3 will be tomorrow.
Yeah. Very good first 2 games, so that'll be a hype match to watch.
Indeed. Well, I have no more questions at this moment. What about you, Derx?
I can't think of anything. I don't think Lennox will be joining us, since he's mentioned that he gets nervous during interviews. Um, but remember, follow the runners. Use comms and Smile God on tracking. Oh, actually, we might get Lennox in. Let me go check.
Also, if you wish to be in this position as well, on the next tournament, come on through the Discord. We'll drop that with it right here as well.
Yeah, he will not be joining us. So, GG's to both the runners. Go ahead
GG Lunix.
and yeah, match 3 tomorrow. Come check it out.
Indeed. So with match 3 tomorrow, and we're done over here. On behalf of all of Speed Gaming, to all the runners today, to the comms team, to the broadcast team, I'm Sinister Summer.
Eric's.
And we will see you in tomorrow's match. Be safe during troubled times. Take care, folks.